So hello and welcome back to the channel, people. We're back on the hunt for some more gold after our shenanigans down the gold mines. We've come to the southwest of England, to somewhere in Devon. I'm not going to name the river. I have been here before and we found a bit of gold here. Last time I was here, we had to move quite a bit of overburden until we got to the bottom of the bedrock. I found some decent specs. So I think today I've got a new plan. I'm going to rake all that gravel out first, wait till we get to the bedrock, run over the material just above the bedrock, and then get in and snipe the bedrock once I've finished doing that. And hopefully we can get some better results and show you some better gold. So let's get in the river and get amongst it. Let me just show you a bit of the geology around here. If you look, you've got your main bedrock and then you've got quartz stringers running all the way through it. Now if you look at this bit of bedrock here, it's got a straight cut straight down to it. Now the water's moved all the gravels here, but if you go further down here and we chase it along, the gravels are still all intact here. There's a big build up from here. So if I work this area here, right most of that away, and follow that ledge all the way along, hopefully there should be some good gold just waiting to be discovered there. So let's get the rake out, rake some of that overburden out and work them gravels. That's a nice decent piece of quartz in the overburden. Now I've been finding quite a bit different types of quartz in here. So I've been told that the granite round here contains specks of gold too. We're finding plenty of that in the overburden. See it? Granite. We've also got lots of rocks with stringers in. And we've also got some nice looking ore material with mineralisation going on in it, bit of iron staining too. So the signs are looking good. So as you can see, I've worked a nice channel along there. I've raked quite a bit of the overburden off. I'll put all that back in once I'm finished and you won't even know I've been here. But that bedrock there, it slopes down to about 3 foot and there's like a little trough. And I've been taking quite a few big boulders out of it, as you can see there. So hopefully underneath them boulders, it's good material. So let's get a few buckets collected out of there now, get it classified and get it run through the sluice. So if you look here, where I've been working the bedrock, we've got a nice quartz vein running through it with mineralisation going on in it. So hopefully that's shedding gold into this trough area. Let me just get my underwater camera on it and show it you. So I've had a right game setting the sluice up today. There's not much flow to the river, but I've managed to do it a bit further upstream. Just a bit of hard work getting the buckets to and fro, but we're getting there. I ain't seen no specks of gold on the mat yet, but hopefully now I've hit the bedrock at the bottom, we might start seeing something. So let's get on with the sluicing. So after running 3 buckets, I've started to see a few specks of gold on the mat there. There's one there, if you can see that. Another one next to it. We've got another little piece over here somewhere, a little tiny speck. So there is gold on the top mat, so the signs are looking promising. Let's carry on working that hole. So, started hitting the hard pack. That's where the good stuff is going to be. Been watching a lot of white water lately. When they hit that red hard pack, comes off, that is where the good stuff is, just underneath that. Let's do a few more buckets. So let me just show you a close-up of that hard pack. And that's what we're looking for, just crumbles up. So hopefully some good gold just underneath that. That's what I've been aiming for, to hit that. We've got there, it's bloody hard work, but we're getting there. So as you can see now, I've worked quite a substantial hole. I must have moved about a ton of gravel. I'm going to make this my last bucket. I've pumped it all out the best I can. I was going to snipe it out, but it's that deep now. The water's not flowing out of it, so it's staying murky. But I've chased that vein we found earlier along to a nice little deep spot in there. So let's get the last bucket run and see how much gold we've got in it. So I've run about 10 buckets now, I'm absolutely knackered. but I've got a bit of gold on the top mat. Let me just show you that. And also, the channel now has merch and super. So if you'd like to support the channel, I'm not begging anyone for money or anything, but it's there if you'd like to support me. So let's just show you this gold on the mat. As you can see, it's a pretty healthy top mat. You've got a nice speck there, speck there, speck there, speck there, specks all over. So that's a good indicator that there's going to be some good stuff in the cells here. So let's get that cleaned up and see how much gold we've got. I'll tell you what, that's a really heavy pan. There's loads of black sands in there. That's probably one of the heaviest pans I've ever panned. Weighs a ton. Let's keep working that. So I'm just using the smaller riffles now just to pan the last bit of concentrate down. Loads of black sand in there, there's loads of lead coming through. So hopefully we've got some good specks in there. Alright, let me just sort that out. So we've got a bit of gold showing, quite a bit of lead shot in there. Still loads of black sand, so let me just get that pan back for you. But can you see the specks of gold there? Showing through already. Well, as I said, let's get that pan back and get you a good showing. And there we have it. Quite a few specks of gold in there, some nice specks. Just zoom in on some of them. There you go. Some decent specks in there. Let me just get that cleaned up a little bit better for you. But that's not too bad for an English river. Not too bad at all. It's a nice line of gold and a few decent specks too. So for all our hard work, we haven't done too bad. Let me just get that cleaned up properly and show you what it looks like, nice and cleaned up. So there you have it, there's today's gold total. We got a nice ropey looking piece there, a nice couple of flakes there, and a load of specks there too, so that ain't too bad. People struggle to find gold in Devon, but it is here, you just got to work a bit harder for it. So let's get that snufferised up, and then we're going to fill in that massive hole I've dug. And there you go, all snufferised, nice and safe in the bottle. So people, to keep everyone happy, always fill in your holes. So as you can see, I've got it all stacked up here, ready just to slide straight back in, and no one will know that I've ever been here. So don't get caught out and keep the moaners off your back. So as you can see, I filled it all in, the big lump of stones have disappeared, and it's back to how it was when I first got here. So keep in mind, good gold panning practices, keep the moaners off your back. So we managed to get some more gold in the pan to show you. It was hard work today, we moved quite a bit of gravel, but we got there in the end. We got some nice Devonshire gold, possibly one of the hardest golds to find in the UK, but we got it in the pan. So until next time people, thanks for watching. One man and his pan.